Welcome, heathens and witches, to the Horn
and Cauldron
Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm John Norgrove. This is Julie Norgrove. This is your Whenever It Comes Out Witchy podcast. This is a pub chat edition. I've made that decision effectively right this moment. Pub chat edition.
Woo!
But it's also a regular edition. I'll actually make a decision when I get into the editing bay.
And it's also an anniversary edition.
It's also the anniversary, which we have in years past done lives for. And we didn't do a live this time because combination of us being busy and then also us not having power.
Yeah.
During the holidays as well, which is fun on a bun. So anywho, yeah, so we just wanted to kind of do a where we are, where we're going to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So 2026, whatever, new year, new us, you know, all the little catchphrases.
Yeah.
That you use around the new year or whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of do a little what's our plan for the future? Like, what are we doing for the future? And like, what have we done in the past that we need to like adjust or whatever? And go from there. So, Tusk, lay down or get down.
He's just being a little difficult guy.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, just be out of the way. This is shocking, I know.
You can be not in the way and be up here. Such a sassy little dog.
He'll figure it the fuck out.
He will.
So anywho, yeah, so let's talk 2026.
Well, first let's talk about 2025. Retrospective. From like a magical point of view.
Sure, yeah. Well, okay, sure. 2025. You know, we didn't get as many podcasts out as we would have liked.
No, we did not.
Just a fucking hell of a year, brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, we took a beating this year.
So, but, you know, I think overall it was like a rest and reset year with regard to magical practice. Only at like the very end have we started getting back into like having relativistically definable altar spaces, and things like that. Like for us personally, you know, trying to like get back into like doing more magical stuff and like crafting and things like that, you know. But again, a lot of that wasn't really until closer to the end of the year.
Yeah. This was a year where we both really struggled with finding our place
motivation
within our magical practices. And we kind of had like a little bit more than a year of this. But like this year really was sort of defined by the feeling of like wanting to do the thing, but not really being able to sort of like find the motivation or the method to do the thing.
Or sometimes just the time.
A lot of it is the time.
And I think that like this is a good like opportunity to turn this into a learning experience, right?
Yeah.
So like you're not always gonna be doing, you know, not everything you do is gonna be like black hair, big boots, bold eyeshadow, radical goth. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that meme is that I love deeply, deeply, deeply. But like so you're not always gonna be over here, you know, bloody double toil and trouble and some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes life gets in the way. You know, like that guy said about the dinosaurs. It gets in the way.
No. No, that is not what
that is exactly what he was talking about. Yeah. It got in the way of capitalism. No.
Rather, capitalism got in the way of...
Dinosaurs? No, those dinosaurs for sure got in the way of capitalism.
Oh, I mean for us.
Against capitalism.
Capitalism got in the way of magic.
Kind of.
Mostly
yeah, I mean, we were
because
busy
we exist
and like working and things like that.
Capitalist hellscape.
But I think in the grand scheme of things, the why never matters in this instance. Yeah. Right? Because what it is it's just like sometimes you don't want to, you don't have time to, you can't, oppressive regimes, whatever the fuck your excuse wants to be, it doesn't really matter. right? In the grand scheme of things. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way and you're not doing magical stuff. And that's like totally whatever, dude. You know, like that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be able to sprinkle it in wherever you can, you know, which is exactly what we did, you know, tiny sprinkles. And then like from there, try and establish a path forward in such a way whereas you're not like relying on so like for instance, I don't really set yearly goals. I know that like at the beginning of the year, our like a custom in the West is like, it's a new year. These are the 5 goals I want to accomplish.
Except that you do set yearly goals.
Not
what
really.
Are you talking about?
Not really, right? What I do is I make an affected change in the manner in which I do a thing in my life.
That's still a goal. The goal is to do the thing, and you do
Insofar as anything you do is a goal to accomplish that thing, right? But that not the same as a goal in the way that like you set a New Year's goal. Like, this year I'm gonna do this shit. Instead, I affect a change. It keeps you plastic. I've been doing this since I was like, sometimes I change the way I say a specific word, like a pronunciation of one of those words that's got like a bunch of different pronunciations. Sometimes it's the way I write. Like I'll change the way I write like letters or numbers or something like that. Like for instance, in 2025, I changed basically the amount of physical exercise I do. I just worked out every single day. Right?
Yeah.
That was it. The intention was, it is a goal.
It's still a goal.
I understand it's a goal, but again, if
that you did around the new year.
The issue is that goals are the wrong way to look at this. Like this is my thing. I fucking hate goals with a passion that fills me with blood curdling rage. I hate goals because goals are never defined clear enough. Goals are part of a system of like capitalistic credit card oppression because like, get a gym membership, it's totally fine, and then you're like still paying for that shit 9 months after you stop going to that gym or whatever the fuck, right? It's the same thing with like, I want to lose 20 pounds. And again, like if your thing is goals, like I'm not hating on it, it's a thing that I don't respect in myself is the way that I'm gonna put that. I don't establish goals. I make specific life changes. Also, almost none of them happen at the beginning, or they happen around plus or minus 30 days at the beginning of the year.
I mean, that's pretty.
You know what I mean?
That's still like a.
But again, it's about the structure of it, right? Like under that logic, everything you do is a goal. Like name a thing that isn't a goal, you can't do it, right? So like, sure, yeah, if you're gonna play that game, but goal has a power to it. It has a structure to it. In the Western understanding of New Year's goals. And I think that structure is, and has been for a long time, toxified by marketing, by propaganda. And so, like, I refuse to accept goals in my life. I don't set goals. I'm not going to do that. I'll do stuff, and I'll accomplish stuff, but, like, a goal, you know, people have, like, all the, too much built up into the concept of a goal. So just drop that concept entirely. And just make changes, right? It's like if you have a goal to lose weight, like I want to lose 20 pounds, just make the change of eating healthier, right? You have the goal to work out more. Just make the change to always be doing some physical stuff, right? It's the way we use language specifically alters the manner in which we interact with reality and that thing, and how reality and that thing interact with ourselves, right? And so, like, find language that fits the thing that you're endeavoring to do, right? Yeah. And, like, if the language of a thing is not in alignment with what you're trying to accomplish, then, like, just don't use that language. Just don't do it that way, right? Like, as an example, this last year I worked out every single day for all of 2025. I'm still doing that. The goal wasn't to work out every single day. I've just changed my lifestyle so that I'm working out every single day. I understand that those are pedantic changes, but this is a podcast about magical practice. This is where pedantry lives and dies, right? Like, magic is a game of specificity and non-specificity. Right? Insofar as any spell you do and any act you do, can be very specific or non-specific relative to your like belief structure and like things like that, right? So like find the thing that works for you. That's why I like expressly don't set goals and never suggest people to set goals. Make lifestyle changes, but don't set goals, because goals have an intrinsic weakness to them in my mind, because we have so many. It's like a spell already cast by the like minds of the people around you that is inevitably going to lead towards increased lack of success. Because how many people set yearly goals and don't succeed in those goals? In all of them, right?
Statistically, most people that set a resolution don't do it. I think it's something like 12%.
Well, last like what was it like most like gym memberships are only like like 2 months. Most
Maybe
people only
6
go to the
weeks,
gym for like 2 months or something like that. Whereas like instead of setting the goal of working out every day, I was just like, I'm just going to work out every day. That's it. I'm just going to work out every day. And that's literally what I did. Right? Sometimes that workout every day was 15 push-ups at 11:45 at night, right on the edge of blind, stinking drunk.
More than once.
Right? So, but did I do a workout that day? Might have been a teeny tiny workout, but it did a workout. And that's all that matters, right? Again, it's like, there's like a bunch of different ways to cast the exact same spell. Some people are going to do a circle protection. Some people are going to do some salt. Some people are going to do a sage. Some people are going to do a chant or light candles in the cardinal directions. But in the grand scheme of things, it's all the same damn thing, right? You're doing protection. So you just find the way that works best for you.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I think that there is a shadow cast on the concept of goal setting, right? By the magical group think of like Jan 1, I'm gonna start being a different person, that like,
yeah.
And oh my goodness, so many of them are like, ooh,
yeah,
real cringe. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that shit. I just make and for what it's worth, I've been doing this for like a very, very long time, so I'm like very set in my ways about this, right? With and I recognize that when I do it. When I set a goal, there's less likely that I'm going to succeed in that. But when I do the thing that I'm doing, when I create life changes, it becomes significant. It no longer becomes a thing that I have to try to do.
Yeah.
It simply becomes an action that I take.
Yeah.
Like you eat food, you just do that. You don't set a goal to have dinner, right? You just have dinner. Sometimes that dinner is 3 cupcakes. And frankly, that's a pretty gangster dinner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like it's that sort of a thing. But like, so like again, so and the reason why I bring this up is like when you're doing your magical work, like for us, this like, we noticed a lack of it last year. And it wasn't like this year we're gonna set a goal of doing X number of magic things, or we're gonna be doing like this, that, and the other thing. Like the way that I looked at it was like, all right, I'm just gonna like continue to make the effort to like positively increase the amount of like magical mayhem I can wrought into existence. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's it. Increase. It's not really a goal. There's no metrics or measurements. There's no pressure. It's just like do stuff when you can. Don't do stuff when you can't. Whatever's bloody clever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm just sort of like whatever about it. But like to that end, we've talked about what we want to do with regard to 2026.
Yeah. But before we get into that, I want to say, because you were talking about how your goal was to do was to work out every day, right?
Life change. You're stuck on the concept of goals. Free your mind from the confines of other people's cast spells.
Life change.
There you go.
Was to work out every day. And what mine was what is actually a very small action that I feel like has made a very big impact. So I work I work in an industry where you have to have a lot of different passwords for things, and they have to be changed like fairly frequently. And what I started doing was, instead of using like randomly generated passwords or like sort of putting things together willy-nilly to create a password. I started creating sort of like little manifestation mantras and turning those into my passwords. And I, it's been really fun and interesting, and I've sort of changed the focus of the passwords each time I've had to do it, but it would be like saying like,
well, to quote this YouTube title that we're looking at on TV, because we were like literally right before we started recording this, catching up on YouTube videos, cheers to crime, all capitals, exclamation mark. Great password, guys. Cheers to crime. For, first letter of each word capitalized. Exclamation. That's just the name of a YouTube video, by the way, not a password. But
cheers to crime, though,
it'd be a fucking banger password.
You know what? It would be a better album cover.
I mean, yeah, sure, but album covers would also make a good password. Music, lyrics, it just depends on how many characters they're willing to put in there.
Yeah. I mean, but like, for instance, what I would do, and this isn't a password that I have used because I don't actually want to share those. But like what you could do is say something like, I recognize signs, like signs from the universe kind of thing. And then sort of change up your, add in your capitals.
The movie signs.
And your lowercase. Yeah, I see dead people.
No.
The one from the guy, the other
one. That's not signs.
Yeah, the same guy, though.
I recognize signs. The movie. It exists.
Yeah, the alien when it walks in the thing.
Fantastic. Yeah, in front of the TV.
Fantastic jump scare. But like, I recognize signs from the universe or something along those lines. And then you sort of change your like, your whatever your things are that you need to do to make your
capitalized letters. S's can be dollar signs. Like I's can be exclamation points. Yeah.
Numbers.
A's can be ats. We know how this works.
E's can be threes.
Can be a three,
that sort of thing. So taking that, because I'll have to type in my password multiple times a day to be able to access and do my job, basically. So I've done that, and I've found that each time I have made a change to my password, it has affected the way I feel about the thing that it's about. So I did one about meditation, and I meditated more often when I had this password.
It was don't ever meditate, always panic.
I did one about feeling about receiving abundance, and that one worked for me. And I did one about feeling like things always go my way, and like I feel like I look at things more positively. So this was like a really easy way for me to sort of bring magic back in to my practice in a very, very small way. But also, I didn't really realize that this stuff was working until I had a few password changes underneath my belt to sort of look back and go, oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
That was a thing that I did. And that was a change that I felt.
You see what I'm talking about when I say specificity in language matters? I know. Listen, I'm beautiful and right. So
shut your pretty mouth.
I'm beautiful and right all the time. Listen, I drink and I'm right about stuff. It's a life to live, I guess.
Yeah. So that definitely helped. And sort of once the like Yule season became upon us, we both felt like a little bit more magically motivated and started to sort of get back into
a little bit. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And we've got, obviously we're recording this like it's not Christmas time. It's whatever, the 15th.
Yeah, we're
the 13th.
Like into the new year.
So we're like in January, dog. But like we still have our Christmas stuff up, our Yule stuff up.
Long time listeners know we leave that up until like usually in bulk.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I don't
until
even...
Chinese New Year at the earliest, which is like what, the 20th of February, 15th of February, something like that.
No, we usually take it down right around in bulk.
So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts this time and how lazy I am, because it's a lot of work to take all these decorations down, and it makes a terrible mess. Listen, this is a free one for anybody out there listening. You want to make like millions and millions and millions of dollars. You don't even have to give me any. Just direct sell me some of your product. Make artificial like that artificial wreath material, you know, like
Yeah.
strips of pine
Yeah.
needle shit that we
Garlands.
have. Garland.
Yeah.
Thank you, that's the word. Make artificial garland that doesn't rain artificial garland needles while I bloody move it around.
My gosh.
Like when it's up, it's fine. But the act of putting it up, and it's not like I'm doing a bunch of movement with this shit, dude. I lay it out flat, like I stretch it across the house, like across the room, and then I just like literally like get up on a ladder, like pick it up and staple it, or like zip tie it, because I have hooks in some places like purposefully for this. Like up along the like ridge of the roof, and it is. You get down from the ladder. We've got to vacuum the house like 4 fucking times, dude. It's
we
crazy.
still find things.
Yeah, it's
like
it's the most
be
infuriating
like
shit.
Summer, but also some of that is because of this little puppy over here who really likes to smuggle like leaves and stuff.
He'll just hide shit.
Yeah, he just hides stuff. He's got like a little stash. He's got several stashes, and one of them is like our shoes.
Yeah, he'll hide stuff in there. You gotta be careful about that. But like, no. So yeah. Anyway, make that shit. Also make tinsel that doesn't bloody fall apart. Like, make shit nice. But, yeah, man, I think that, like, doing, like throwing a little bit of, like, magical zest into day-to-day stuff is, like, super important.
Yeah.
You know? And you've got to do that. It's like, you know, I think I've talked about this in previous iterations of the podcast about, like, micro meditations.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Where like you don't need to if you want to do like a big old candles and specific playlist and dark room and like a nice floor pillow or whatever the hell to like do a meditation, that shit's gangster. But you can also just like fucking zone out in front of your work computer for 5 seconds and like zen out.
Yeah.
For like 30 seconds in between sending emails or, you know, whatever corpo shit people do.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, that's just something to think of. And also, regardless of what your plans are for 2026 and what you did in 2025, go fucking touch a tree. Or like grass or like a bush. Boop a bug, assuming the grass, bush, tree or bug are safe to touch. Lawyer stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously. Don't be dumb. But like seriously, be with and around and interact with nature, right? We talk about regularly how much more green our house is than when we first bought it.
Yeah.
I literally bought like a real nice like old lamp and put like a grow light bulb in the lamp. It sits in our living room and we've got like a little fishbowl and like a terrarium and like a weird shallow glass dish with like I got some like genetically mutated ivy that I don't know what's going on with it, but every leaf that it grows is like
a Cthulhu leaf.
It's like doofy. It's like a little doof leaf.
Yeah.
It's like a little, hey, this is technically speaking a leaf, but like, I don't know how. It's like, it would be like if you described leaves to an alien and he was like, got it. Yes. Understand. Leaf. I understand what that does for plants. No problem. And then he traveled several hundred light years back to his home world and was like, all right, guys, let me draw you this thing. And he drew a picture of a leaf. And, like, he gets the understanding of what a leaf does. Like it does its job, right? But, like, that shit ain't how that's supposed to be shaped. That ain't right.
Yeah.
And it's got new leaves, and they're, like, even more doof than the original.
It's really weird.
They're getting weirder relative to time.
Yeah.
Right? And the big leaf, I don't know if that plant's supposed to be able to grow out of that leaf, but it was just like a leaf from a
begonia.
Begonia?
Yeah.
Yeah, from a begonia, but it's like like a big ass spiral kind of leaves. And I was like, I'm just gonna stick this in the like wet soil.
I think it might actually be like very slowly dying.
I think it's
like the edges are like drying out.
Yeah. Like, it's like very slowly dying, and part of me is like, maybe I just yank this thing out so there's more room for the ivy. And then part of me is like, but is it alive? Is it rooting?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because what I low grade want to do is like pull the leaf out gently and see. Because if there's roots on that leaf, well, what the fuck's gonna happen?
But it's like a very large leaf too.
Oh yeah, it's like way too. It's literally almost the size of the entire dish. That's why it mostly hangs out.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 8 inches long by like 4 inches wide.
Yeah, it's a fucking huge.
Yeah,
leaf.
in like sort of a like a elongated heart kind of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at it like last week and I was like, hey, like thinking to myself, I was at home alone. Like, hey, I wonder if it has roots in there. Like I kind of want to pull it out. The but like I'm not crispy. Going to do it. That's your plant. That's not my plant. I'm not going to do it.
Like the edges are crispy.
And
but
then like later that week the edges were crispy.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't touch it because like, ooh.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue what's going on with that plant. But whatever, it's just doing plant stuff.
It's just doing big leaf things.
Yeah. Whatever. But like whatever. Just like have some indoor plants. Have some outdoor plants. Be with nature. Do some nature stuff. And if you're not good at gardening, that's totally okay, man. Get a chia pet or something. Chia's like the easiest way to do it. Or just spend time
outside.
Oh yeah, or like do a walk.
Yeah, you don't have to necessarily care for the plant yourself if that's not something that's easy for you to do or accessible for you.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Or house forest.
Or find the one plant you can't kill and put it in there. You can tell which one of us is the one who's good with plants and which one isn't.
That's very true. Yeah. For what it's worth, I don't even know why I'm good at plants. Yeah. Because I don't know how any of this stuff
What's
works.
Interesting, though,
I almost can never remember what the kind of plant is. I have several plants in my like various garden stuff outside that I have fucking genuinely no clue what it is. I'm just like, I don't know what that is. There's some shit growing down over by my wisteria. No fucking clue what that is. Yeah. Not even a little bit. But it's doing bangers. So
what's really interesting is like
I just like
the
leaves.
Plants that the plants that I'm really good at keeping alive. If you try to care for them, they immediately like start dying back.
Yeah.
There are like 3 plants
for what it's
that
worth,
are like my plant, basically.
Not to put too fine a point on my gardening, but I am a gently abusive plant father is the right way to put that. Okay, listen. This is a little dark romantasy plant daddy energy here because I sometimes forget what I'm supposed to be doing for that plant. Sometimes I have a plan and I remember, and sometimes I do not have a plan and it's doing perfectly fine. So my plants thrive regardless of whether or not I'm actively aware of what they need to survive.
Is not if it's one of my plants.
But your plants are your plants. That's a you problem.
And we can't do that anymore because actually there's like 4 of them. So like 2 of my plants we were like, oh, well, like take them outside, see how they do, give them a little bit of sunshine. And then one of them like caught some sort of weird blight and a bunch of the leaves fell off. And then we waited to see if it would die, but it was still hanging on. So I brought it back inside and that fern is starting to grow like 2 brand new fresh leaves now. Mm-hmm. So like that one was just like, don't let him take care of me anymore. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to bring my peace lily back inside too, because that one is my plant also. Yeah. And
these are honestly the problem with the peace lily is that it needs to be repotted.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. Absolutely nees to be repotted.
I don't think it does. I think it could just stay in that pot forever.
Forever? No, that's not how you do plants.
Don't tell me how
Do not take plant advice from this lady. She does not know how plants work.
Don't tell me how to mother my plants.
She does not know how plants work. Don't worry about it. I will make sure the plants are safe. I will protect the plants.
Will you? You just told us how abusive you just told us you neglect them. Our children.
Lovingly. They're lovingly neglected.
That's still neglect.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's tactical. It's like tactical neglect.
Tactical neglect.
Yeah, it's like that movie with No Neck Batman.
But you said you
forgot. Accountant.
That's not tactical.
It is.
You're not tactically forgetting that.
You don't know that.
In fact, I do.
You don't know that I'm not tactically forgetting it. Maybe it's purposefully forgetting. Listen, I have complete faith that reality is going to work in exactly the way that I need it to at any given moment. So don't worry too much about the fine details, man. I'm just here. All right? And everything seems to be doing great. The fucking blooming maple is trying to turn into bloody roof for the entire garden.
Yeah.
That thing is fucking enormous.
That's your plant, though. That's not my plant.
Yeah. Well, all the outdoor plants, for what it's worth.
Yeah. My only plants are indoors. I do not have outdoor plants. Oh, no, that's not true. I have one outdoor plant. It's that one in the weird little pot that we don't know what it is. I care for that plant.
Oh, the one on the deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
That's not
adorable.
Your plant. That's a spider's plant. That's a spider plant.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That plant belongs to whatever spider's living in it at the time. Most of the time, it's like a cute little, what's you call it, jumping spider.
Oh, yeah. It's also got little snailies that live in there, too. Yeah.
But, get involved with nature, man. Do a nature. Go for a hike. Touch a tree. Make sure you're paying attention to what kind of tree you're touching. All that various shit. I don't know what next. Maybe we should do what's the plan for 2026?
Yes.
What's the plan for 2026? I don't know. No, I do.
Oh,
that's a lie.
I was like, we
literally just
talked about this.
I'm not that bad.
Hit record. I mean,
I kind of am. So before we get into 2026, what are we drinking? You should ask yourself. So today, what we are drinking is probably an affront if you're like a fancy champagne lady or gentleman or other, because we are part of the Corbel Champagne Club.
By the way, we are not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by Corbel.
But if you want to sponsor us,
if Corbel would like to sponsor us, I support that. And if Corbel would not like to sponsor us, that's okay. If you ever get into Sonoma County, go to Corbel. They have fantastic champagne, and it is beautiful there.
And if you think you don't like champagne, you're not a champagne person, you have not tried.
You've not tried enough champagnes. And Corbel's like champagne tasting room is like really inexpensive and stuff also. But anyway, so we belong to a champagne club, and we were there just this last weekend because what we like to do is do a little champagne tasting before we have to run errands. Because errands suck, and champagne tasting does not suck.
And champagne tasting makes the whole day feel a little bit more like a date.
Yeah, it's like a date day.
Yeah.
You get like, we were dressed especially fancy because we also had
because we actually had like a fancy
we had a fancy thing. Yeah, we had installation officers, but still, it was quite nice. It was like little fancy champagne, then some errands, then installation, then like a little bit more errands, and then like home into the day.
Mm-hmm.
But so while we were out there, we were like while we were there, we were like tasting a couple of champagnes. And I got the thought in my head about what's that fruit ass wine called? Sangria. Like a bubbly sangria-ish combo by combining Corbel's Rouge, which is a red, which is a sparkling red. It is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah. And
Corbel's Sweet Rosé, which is like a pink. Because it's a rosé.
Yeah, and it's a sweet, so it's
and it's a sweet, and the Rouge is
it's really dry.
It's quite dry. It's like their fourth or fifth driest,
something like that.
Yeah. I honestly kind of want to try Sweet Cuvée and Premier.
Now we've created a
natural
monster.
Yeah, I know. Combining champagnes feels like a crime.
Yeah, now we've created...
I'm also not a fancy champagne lady.
We drank these two champagnes separately, and then he had the great idea of combining the two into being like a champagne sangria. And that is what we're drinking tonight. So we're drinking Corbel Sweet Rosé.
And I think that
Corbel
it
Rouge.
achieved the goal that I intended.
That goal. It's very good.
I'm pretty good at knowing how things should taste when combined or not combined.
Yeah.
Thankfully. So or else we would have a lot of weird, horrible kitchen mistakes. Were it not for my wildly good at guessing that there's two things that shouldn't go together would go together fantastically. But yeah, so this is like super fucking tasty.
This is very good.
I'm so down for this.
This is very crushable.
And also it means that we have 2 bottles of champagne open, which means we're basically drinking like a whole bottle of champagne a person, which is quite gangster.
Yeah.
Oh my god, totally off topic. The other day when I was at the place and I was like with the fucking boy and I was like, yo, that's gangster, and he was like, it is in fact not gangster. I was like, what did you just say to me?
With your nephew?
Yeah. He was like, that's not gangster.
I'm sorry.
And I was
our
like, what?
Toddler nephews told you
I was like, that's gangster, and he's like, it's not gangster. I don't even know if he knew what I was saying. He said that to me and I scream laughed. It was amazing. It was my best thing ever. So anyway, so plans for 2026. First and foremostly, with regard to the podcast, we are technically we have already started this. I have simply done nothing with it.
Best laid
plans. So we are starting a dedicated Horn and Cauldron podcast channel on YouTube. What does that mean for you, dear listeners? Almost nothing, for what it's worth. Yeah. So what we're going to do is, starting in the next week or so, we are going to start uploading the episodes of the podcast, starting at the first episode and moving forwards through time. I think we're going to schedule 2 a week.
Yeah, we're going to do like 2 or 3 a week to start.
Yeah.
And because we have a lot of episodes.
Because there's a lot of episodes. So we're going to start with like 2 a week to start. And then pare down, or something like that. I'll have to do the math on like a spreadsheet. And then pare down to like 1 a week. And then pare down to like 1 every other week. To like get back into the sequence for how we're going to be posting these episodes. And once we catch up to like what's new, right? Then the podcast will fully transition over to the Horn and Cauldron Podcast channel. For now, it is the new episodes will still exist here on Nerd Jive.
Yeah.
All right.
Until we catch up. Which is going to be at least a year.
Yeah,
probably
I think
closer to 2.
We've done the math before, and I think that if we start fast and we like ramp down at like very specific intervals, I think that we said it'll be done in a year and a half.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to take about 18 months to get caught up fully, with what's live, and then we'll probably do like maybe as much as 6 months of co-posting.
Yeah.
And of course, by the time we get there, we're going to be letting you know. Like, hey, we're about ready to start posting those over there. Hey, we're co-posting them. Yeah. Hey, this is going to be the last one on this channel. Like, we'll let you know all the details. So don't worry about that. You're not going to, like, miss anything. And if you're listening to this on, like, Apple Podcasts or Spotify
if you're listening
Podcasts,
on the
podcast network,
nothing's
no
changing.
change for you. It's only for the people on YouTube. And it's only changing for them and it's only going to change where it's happening when we catch up. However, if you're new, you're going to be able to go through all the old episodes. I'm not doing any editing. I'm literally going to do 0 lift. I'm just going to upload them to the new thing and set premiere dates. Because that way we can sort of start separating that out a little bit. We talked about this last year, so we've made we have some other channels. Nerd Jive was originally my YouTube channel. I used to do nerdy news on here, and we used to do movie reviews and everything like that on here. That was a long time ago. I mean, I don't think I ever did a Nerd Jive a weekend nerdy news, like Nerdy News Weekly thing in this house.
I don't think so.
I think it was only at the old house, and we've lived here for 7 years.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. I don't presume that Nerdy News is going to be coming back, because that was a wildly large lift. Shout out to your daily or weekly news boys on YouTube, who inspired me to start any of this, even though I don't do any of that anymore, but who are still doing it, which is fucking crazy. You guys have such banger work ethics. And that's not me. I don't have that. That's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, sometimes I'm just gonna fucking chop wood outside for like 2 days straight. So yeah, I'm not doing any of that shit. So inevitably, Nerd Jive will return to its return to being a me channel thing.
Yeah. But
that's not for at least another 2 years.
Yeah.
Right? We also have Wife Jive, which is your account.
Yes.
Which is right now, or what has been posted on it is mostly like
craft stuff.
Like craft stuff.
Yeah. And I want to get back into
and some like
doing
fashion
some content
stuff too.
there, a little bit of fashion stuff. I did a lot of creating of clothing items in 2025, and I want to talk about where that is, because the end, I
Yeah.
think, of 2024, I laid out some goals of like things I wanted to achieve.
Well, and you've got like, you can do like painting stuff because you're
Yeah.
doing a bunch of
and
painting.
I'm for 2025,
We can also judge fashion stuff.
yeah.
Listen, I've got some opinions about some of these fashion
We just
things.
looked at like 5 reels of the Golden Globes outfits.
Yeah. Some of that I agreed with. Some of that you were fucking wrong, brother.
Yeah. And I have some painting goals that I want to do this year too. So like I just got commissioned to do like my very first commission on a painting. So I'm like really excited about that.
And it's a fucking huge painting.
And it's a big lift. When we go big here, we go big.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we commit to real too close to the sun, wax wing sort of situation up in this bitch.
Yeah. Like the tattoo, I have it.
Yeah. But
My Icarus.
Ikaru. You gotta show the camera. You don't show me. I know what it is.
The Icarus.
I've seen this arm before. This isn't a brand new arm to me.
I don't know. You may have never seen
is
it before.
it?
Have you ever seen these ankles? What's up?
What's up? How you doing? You gotta pay double for the ankles.
We're not selling feet pics here. We're selling ankle pics.
Yeah, we're doing 14th century shit. What's going on?
And I have some other like painting things I want to do, and some other like crafty projects and stuff like that I want to do. So that's like the place where that is. And also like I've thought about talking about wrestling too, and that may be on my channel or that may be on our review channel.
Yeah,
which is a thing that we
which is the fourth channel that we're mentioning now, which is Review Jive, wherein we post our movie reviews. So we used to be like, especially here on Nerd Jive, and if you're like a Nerd Jive old hat, you would remember we used to do a shitload of movie reviews.
Yeah, and
like TV show reviews and things like that, and that is part of what's coming back. I have been, I'm going to use the word unfortunately inspired to make some more anime reviews, which was a thing that for a while was only relegated to my TikTok.
Yeah.
Which I need to start doing those again. Ugh. It's exhausting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would super prefer to just spend like several hours talking to the fishes. So, but anywho,
is it because they can't say no?
It's because the fishes tell me the weather. That's why.
Yeah.
You talk to the fishes for long enough, they tell you what the weather's going to be. Don't worry about the details on that. If you have fish, you know what I'm talking about.
Tell you what.
If you don't, I sound crazy. And
tell
honestly,
you what,
I should sound crazy.
We're gonna have an early spring, and it's gonna be warm and dry.
Yeah.
An early dry spring.
Yeah, probably. But recent California drought map. No drought.
Yeah, also
all of California, no drought. What's up? High five, everybody. We did it. Shit got wet.
I absolutely predicted a warm,
of California.
Wet winter. I totally predicted warm, wet winter this year.
Hasn't been too bad, so yeah.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
But yeah, knock on wood. But yeah, so Review Jive we'll start getting more like movie reviews. We'll be getting anime reviews on there, and we'll be getting we'll probably start doing pay-per-views again. Mostly because we've been thinking about doing them. Like every time we're like, we should do a pay-per-view. We should be doing a review about this. We recently watched something where we were like, we gotta review this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a review and a fucking podcast episode about Bloody, that anime.
Oh yeah. We already have an anime that we definitely want to talk about, Lord of Mysteries.
Yeah, Lord of Mysteries.
Is like very magically inclined and interesting.
Go fucking watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit, go watch that.
It is beautiful.
It is gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah.
I may power watch that entire first season again before we do the podcast episode, because I have some fucking bold opinions about that show.
Yeah.
And what that show is telling you and how right it is about what it's telling you.
Mm-hmm.
But
back to the podcast.
But so the podcast will be getting pushed over to.
Eventually, we'll be getting pushed over to the other channel.
Yeah, we're getting the newest or the old episodes in perpetuity are going on the old channel.
Yeah.
We've got these channels.
If you want to...
Oh, hold on. We've got one more YouTube channel to shout out.
Okay.
And that's Gaming Jive. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. So...
Oh, okay. We hadn't talked about it, so I was just like, we won't mention this.
Yeah. No, we're going to mention everything just in case. Maybe it'll force me to do something. Honestly, I should be doing game reviews because of the gaming.
Yes.
That I do.
And then back to the podcast. So, we already talked about the eventual channel move.
Transition,
so, if you want to, particularly for those of you that are maybe newer to our content, you may want to go back and like check out these older episodes. Boy, I just like internally cringe a little bit at the older episodes. Like, ooh, man.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. Okay, listen. As a person who's been on a lot of camera for
also,
a large
you
portion
guys
of
get
their
to go
life,
through my whole hair journey of blonde.
That's true. So, okay, as a person who's been on camera, radio, TV several times throughout my life, let me tell you, it's always cringe. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Okay, and I've even seen some Hollywood stars, and I'm not anywhere remotely close to that, but you've seen some Hollywood stars talk about this, and I know a bunch of YouTubers talk about this also. You know, the secret to not being cringed out about your past work
is don't watch it.
You fucking do not interact with it at all. Do not look at it. Do not listen to it. Do not remember it exists. What you do is you produce a content and then you walk away. That's it. You just fucking drop that shit off in a mailbox, walk away.
Also, we started that during
you doing a little line?
Puppy nightmares?
Yeah, that's a little dog. That's a little dog mare.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, look at this little blem. Bloop.
I don't know if the camera pans that far over to see.
I don't know if it does either, but I saw it. So
that's all that matters.
The blem was for me. Blem picks $5. We started this podcast during the pandemic. So like it's a really interesting look back.
We've gone through a lot with the podcast.
Yeah, and for those of you that have been here with us since the beginning, like thank you. And for those of you that haven't been here since the beginning, also thank you.
Yeah, thank you and welcome.
And welcome.
Yeah, man, it's gonna get so fucking weird so fast.
Yeah. So anyway, going forward in 2025, we do have some or 2026, we do have some plans.
Yes, we do. So firstly, yes, we're still making podcast episodes. When you ask, are these episodes gonna come out? The answer to that is whenever the fuck they come out.
But we're gonna shoot for monthly.
We're gonna shoot for monthly. But it's gonna happen when it happens. Maybe more, maybe less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So think of them as happy accidents.
Yeah.
And we're also gonna bring back some of the more research focused episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some research episodes. We've already got a research episode in the pocket you got to start researching on. In the works, yeah. So
that one's going to be a deep dive on a deity.
So we're going to be doing deity deep dives. So for this last, we just finished 105s. So for the last 5 years, we've been doing Sabbath episodes. And a little bit it feels like we've sort of run the course on those.
We kind of have. The problem with the Sabbath episodes is that
some Sabbaths, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Other Sabbaths, that shit was made up in 1974 by a specific guy. That's it. That's the end of that. That's the end of the stuff about that Sabbath.
Yeah.
So, I think that we're probably not doing Sabbaths this year.
Probably not. And part of the reason for this is because there are a few months out of the year where there's like a Sabbath, like Sabbath's pretty close to each other. Like you've got February and you've got March and then you have May. So if we're only doing one episode a month, then that means that like the whole content is like Sabbath oriented. Yeah. And at a certain point, which we've reached, I think like there's not a lot of new stuff for us to say.
I think the way that we're gonna look at this is like if there is something novel or adjacent with regard to a Sabbath, we're going to talk about that. But if not, we're going to take a little break from Sabbaths, right? And then,
now, if you have something you want us to look into related to a Sabbath,
that's totally fine. Yeah, we're not like no Sabbaths. We will probably do we might do like a Wheel of the Year episode specifically about like the various year wheels and such like that. I also super want to do an episode on like the Chinese New Year, your like Chinese zodiac animal thing. Very specifically because, like,
you're the fire horse.
So no, but funnily enough, Year of the Fire Horse sort of aligns with this because, like, I've seen a bunch of stuff that's like, yo, it's Year of the Fire Horse, you know, all the stuff about what that means. But then it's also like, it means like it's like shout out to people who are like horse people, you know, like Year of the Horse people, like you were born in a horse year, right? But also shout out to like fire people, right? Because it's twofoldly, it's elemental and it's animal, right? So you get like two transformations. So and I am a fire animal, which is like a hooty hoo for me specifically, but also we only like literally this last year learned that.
Oh yeah, it turns out we had been doing this wrong.
Okay, so this is like absolute like teeny tiny. We're gonna go into this, but Chinese New Year is not fucking January 1st, guys. Which means that, like, if you are born in a year, for instance, I was born in 88.
I'm sorry, what about for people who were not born in a year?
Shut up. If you were born in a specific
if you're born before, year, like, say, not year, month.
No, hold on. No. You don't understand what I'm saying. If you're born in a specific zodiac year, like, you're born in the year of the horse, okay? That horse year would be from, like, so for instance, right? People who were born in 1988 are Year of the Dragon. It's a specifically green dragon. Yeah. Right? Okay. Except Chinese New Year in 1988 was like February like 15th or 17th or something. I don't remember which. We looked it up. But it was like the 15th or 17th, some bullshit like that, right? So what that means is that, like, if you were born in 88, if you were born in the fucking green dragon year, like, yeah, you totally are a green dragon. Unless you were born before New Year. Yeah. Before, like, February 15th. So, like, my birthday is, like, here in January, right? It's in, like, a month, or it's in, like, a week, right? And so, like, that means that I'm not actually Year of the Dragon. I'm part of the previous Chinese zodiac year. Yes. Which would put me in Fire Rabbit.
Yes. So basically, if you are born in January or February, you need to cross-check your birth date with the year that
with the day of the Chinese New Year for that year.
And if your birthday falls before Chinese New Year of that year, then you are part of the previous year.
Yeah. So, like, if your birthday is like January 5th, 1989, you're a fucking green dragon, brother. You're not whatever the hell the next one is in the circle. Monkey?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't fucking remember. I'm so bad at this. But that was pointed out because
our friend
was like, "Oh, you're a this," and I was like, "No, I'm pretty certain I'm a this," and he's like, "No, that's not how this works. The Chinese New Year's in February," and I was like,
"So you guys looked it up,
dude?" And, so we like looked it up. Mind absolutely fucking blown, brother. Yeah. And, like, the alignment is even tighter and shit. Oh, my goodness.
What's really funny about this is because both you and
like,
our friends,
I have, like,
yeah, what's funny
I should have known this. I have a fairly serious relationship with, like, Chinese zodiac and, like, Chinese mysticism and shit. Yeah. And somehow this, like, all, like, time slipped through. Well, I'm not great with time.
So you and our friend that we're talking about this here at our house, your birthdays are, like, one right after the other. So you guys are both before the New Year change. Yep. So you're like, wow, that's really cool. And you're, like, reading your, like, you know, Fire Rabbit or Metal, whatever. And my birthday is significantly after the New Year. So mine is the year that it says it is, right? So for mine, it's a rooster and it's a metal rooster. And I'm like, oh, well, pull up the description. And I want to, like, see, you know, because we're, like, doing the thing. And it's like, well, mine isn't like solving a problem, right? But mine is like, what is it, right?
What's the description?
So I, like, read mine out loud, and I'm just like, no, that doesn't really sound like me. And they were like, have you met you?
Yeah. So, little secret about Julie here. Anything like that, your tarot, your zodiac, your regular zodiac, your Chinese zodiac, any of that shit is fucking savage.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It
you
is
are,
so savage at me.
you are wildly attacked by most mysticism-based calendaring structures. It's real aggressive, dog.
The amount of times
so
that
weird.
I'm like, hey, listen to this. Let me read you this horoscope thing. Here's yours. And then I read him his and he's like, yep, checks out. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
And then I read him mine. It is just like an unprecedented and vaguely unnecessary level
it's
of
like, yo, dog, what if we just, hey, this guy over here, you're pretty gangster, and everything you do is pretty gangster, and you seem to be spreading a bunch of gangster-ass energy. And I'm like, yeah, that seems right. I am pretty gangster. What's up? And then you, like, read yours, and it's like this savage retort
it's like
on
an
your
existential
on your like
truth.
interpersonal like existence, and you're just like, ugh. Why the fuck would you do that, dog? It's just like mean, dog. Reality's real sassy at you, but that's
okay. It really
okay.
is. Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's so funny.
So if you also feel like reality's being sassy at you all the time and you read your horoscope, don't worry, you're not alone.
Try
She
Raid
gets it
Shadow
too.
Legends now.
Yeah. I know, right? But yeah, so we're gonna be trying to do like we're not gonna worry about the Sabbats. We're gonna try and sort of like fill that space, like fill the space for the podcast. We're still gonna be doing pub chats. We're still gonna be doing deep dives and stuff. Sometimes it's not gonna be exactly like one and then the other, one and then the other. We just kind of see what's gonna work and how much time we have. I'm getting like significantly busier this year than in previous years, so we'll see where that goes. But like, I think we've got some good plans.
Yeah. I think we got some good plans. We got some good ideas for episodes. As usual, if you have ideas, we would love to hear them. And if you want to go back and listen to the old episodes, we would love to see what kind of bizarre comments.
Yeah.
You
Oh
place
my
on there.
god. Go listen to an old episode and give it a little comment or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what are more plans that we have for the podcast this year?
So for the podcast, we had mentioned that we're planning on doing a deity deep dive. So that first deity deep dive is going to be on Hades. And I'm pretty excited to do that because I'm pretty excited to get back into doing some of the researchy stuff. And doing deity deep dives is really fun for me. I really enjoy that. And so I'm pretty stoked about this one. We also have some ideas about doing episodes on, we just mentioned the like Chinese New Year. We also are looking at maybe doing like sort of chakra stuff. That's sort of being a part of the cultural zeitgeist again, because we have a lot of people who are trying to like, do like self Reiki kind of things. So it wouldn't specifically be an episode on Reiki, but more about what the chakras are, how you can use them, how you can like unlock them or whatever. I think that'll be pretty fun. Chakra work is something that I've been doing on myself for a while, and I enjoy that. We'll probably also throw an astrology episode in there too, because just this last week we've been talking about astrology profections, and because it's around birthday time, and we'll probably be talking a little bit about that, and so pretty excited for some of that stuff.
Still recording.
Right. And we've been thinking about reading and reacting to people's hot magical takes.
Yeah, we've been personally listening to and sassily talking about, like, just between the two of us, or sometimes with a friend, like hot magical takes. Honestly, mostly from Reddit, although some from YouTube. We might do something like that
in the vein of the folks who read the "Am I the Asshole" and stuff like that. So that sort of idea,
for
but
comedy,
with a magical bend
to be like,
not to be judgy.
Yeah,
but also maybe being a little judgy.
We're still strong proponents of the idea that like your system is yours, dog. So like you do you, so long as you're not like harming other people or spreading misinformation or like somehow magically converting a system that is not heinously racist into some heinously racist shit. I'm looking at a fucking bunch of people right now about that.
Yeah, we'll no quarter for that.
So yeah, no racism or none of that shit. And I also want to, and we've only like gently talked about this. I also think that it may behoove us to do some deep dives on it or in like other faith structures.
Yeah.
You know, because we've done like some Egyptian stuff and we've done some like Hellenistic ancient Greek stuff and we've done some like Norse stuff and we've done some like
so there's other pantheons for us to explore.
The Tuatha and, you know,
yeah, there's other pantheons for us to explore and other sort of like basics of a particular type of a magical system to explore also.
Yeah, so like if there's a thing that you're particularly interested in, whether it's like a pantheon or anything, I do, again, like I mentioned before about the Chinese zodiac, I want to get into some like Chinese mysticism and things like that. I also I want to look into Japanese and Korean mysticism. I know we did we do a whole podcast or did we just do a movie review of that Korean
Exhuma?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I still think about that movie.
It's such a good movie.
A couple of times a week.
I recently saw a thing on TikTok or I don't know one of the places I follow a bunch of like movie review people. Somebody had like recently mentioned it. They were just like, "Yo, dog, nobody told me about this shit. Fuck you guys."
Yeah.
Kind of energy. And I was just like, dude, yes. That movie fucked so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
For like no reason did it need to fuck as hard as it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So we watch a fair amount of movies that like have that sort of stuff in it. So, you know, if it's like enough to justify a full conversation like we had about that Tulpa movie and things like that, we'll do a full podcast episode. And if not, what we'll do is we'll do a review jive of the movie and then we'll just shout it out in the like next podcast episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like prepare for more of that. And also like we've got a lot of magical like crafts and stuff.
Yeah.
In the future, like in future plans. So like expect us to like sort of go into that stuff. You know, I've like made and sold my first set of runes and I have fucking branches all over this property that are in various states of me working on. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think that we have concepts of a plan for 2026.
We definitely have concepts of a plan.
Maybe more than just concepts of a plan, because that shit's going fucking dumb.
Yeah, well, we just talked about however long this stuff is, so we definitely have a plan. We are really trying to honor our mental health and like bandwidth this year, which is sort of a lesson that was taught to us last year and the year before. So
the last couple of years have been real like
you can't do it all.
Burnout heal cycling.
Yeah.
And you know, little TLDR, stress makes you old fast and in a bad way.
Yeah.
So like don't do that shit. Don't stress. Let's relax. And you know, I think that that's something that we all can benefit from. And we can all learn more from and about, and that's probably certainly a pub chat episode that needs to be made about like magically reducing stress and reducing stress in your magic. Two sides of the same coin. But so we're trying not to be stressed out about that stuff. And like we still love making the episodes and we still like want to persist in this. And like sometimes we're just busy. As we all get as time occurs.
Yeah, we are also going through this unprecedented times hellscape with you.
Yeah.
So you know, we definitely encourage you to take the time that you need to disconnect from things that are making you stressed with that.
Yeah.
And hope that we can be a place that helps you to sort of disconnect and find like a little bit of camaraderie and community through, you know, our content or
and you
helping
don't,
you
it doesn't always
develop
have to
your
be
own.
about the thing that we're talking about. If you just want to hit us up in the comments or bloody on social media or any of that shit, like hit us up. Yo, what's up, dude? You know what I mean? We've got a Discord for our patrons. Shout out to those guys. You guys are awesome and patient, which is fantastic. And like, the support of just having you guys watch our videos or like commenting or liking or sharing or any of that other stuff that YouTubers ask you to do is so wonderful. We read all the comments. We bloody, we appreciate so much that we have the opportunity to like do this for what it's worth, right? Fucking incredibly weird thing, right? I like regularly think about how absurd it is to talk about the things that I do in my life. I was like recently at a thing with some friends talking about like, oh yeah, like what I do for a living, TM.
Yeah.
Right? And as I'm describing this like weird, radio redwood hippie fucking nonsense lifestyle that I live, I recognize that I am like incredibly lucky to have the opportunity to do these things. And whether we have a lot of time to do this or almost no time to do this, we're still going to persist in the act of doing this.
Yeah.
It's just how much time we have and freedom, both like temporally and financially, to do this is directly dependent on how much we're going to be able to do. But regardless, we're always going to do it. It's why we still persist in doing this. I mean, oh my God, this is like the fourth camera. This is like the third tripod. This is... I need cheaper hobbies.
And less time-consuming ones,
oh
too.
My goodness, yeah. Ugh, paint Warhammer minis. Fucking talk to me about time-consuming. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna... And that's another... That's another great... You put that on the podcast list. We'll talk about psychers in Warhammer.
Yeah.
Magic in fictional universes, right?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, magic of fiction would be a great episode. So we may do something like that, although those may have to be separate episodes for the various universes I can think of off the top of my head.
Probably.
We had like a 2-hour conversation about fucking gods in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So we've got some plans, and we've sort of rearranged the way that we're addressing things, so that way, like scheduling things, so we can try and get like more podcast episodes out, and like with a bit more consistency. Yeah, man, if you see a movie that seems like it would be interesting, let us know. If you have a topic you want us to deep dive or a subject you want us to explore, like, let us know, man. We're like always down to chat about these things. I mean, I think that if anything, one of the lessons learned in 2025 is that we have a lot of fun in the more free-form structure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the more structured stuff keeps us coming back.
Yeah, it keeps us grounded as well as
keeps us interested.
Like if we're talking about an example, if we're talking about the mysticism and magical structure of Warhammer 40K or Magic the Gathering or Star Trek or Dungeon Crawler, Carl, as we literally were just talking about, like, before while we were having dinner tonight, or something like that.
Yeah, question of the day.
Are you
been
DCC?
reading or listening to Dungeon Crawler, Carl? What's up, fam? Let's chat.
Yeah.
Because we are
shit about ready to be a second podcast just about that shit. Yeah, because
we are
No, we're one behind.
I don't think we are.
No, there's one book. We got one book left. Guarantee it. Yeah.
I think that this is the book.
No. We got one more book.
Okay, well, I'm going to look
this up. Because I have been waiting. Because I finished this shit like a little last bit ago. Go up there. That one.
No, title details.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Yeah, there's 7 books, brother. Book 8 is coming out soon.
Shit, you're right. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I just finished book
right.
6. I hate it. It's awful. That you're always right.
I know, you should. I don't like it either, man. You know the fucking tax it puts on your system to be right so often?
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so
Boom.
we're almost current. So have you been reading Dungeon Crawler, Carl, fam? Or listening to it? We count that also as reading. It's just easier to talk about it that way.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot
also,
of thoughts,
if you're only reading the book form, I recommend the audio. The gentleman who we follow on Insta who does the audiobooks, what's his name, is so good. This motherfucker is a wizard, Harry. It is ridiculous.
All of the voices are his unless it specifically is a guest, which is only one a book and not every book. And if you have been hearing everybody in your world talking about it or keep seeing it, take the leap.
Do it.
If you enjoy our content in any way, you will also enjoy Dungeon Crawler, Carl.
Yeah. And
you will enjoy it more with each book.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so fucking good. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to do... God damn it. We're gonna have to do a podcast on the greater magical fucking god ascendant logic of that franchise.
Which we were just talking about
What's
tonight.
His... Matt Denneman, is that his name?
Yeah.
Fucking this guy. Oh, man. He makes me want to write. He's such a good writer. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy.
Yeah.
So highly recommend. Yeah, so like we're definitely gonna be talking about shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, whatever at the same time, like whatever you guys have that's like something interesting, you know, like DCC was recommended to us first.
Yes.
And we got into that. I just finished that Neverland King or fucking whatever the hell that Harry Potter ass book is. Peter Pan ass book. Magical children. Although those were not children. At all.
From what I understand, they are very different books.
Oh, they're very different books. Also, these people are all like hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
You know, so not the same. But like that is like a wildly interesting magical system in that. And like we had mentioned earlier, there's like a bunch of anime that have like fantastical magical systems and things like that. So yeah, we you know, we've got a lot of stuff that we kind of want to like vamp about, for an abundant lack of better words. And so we're gonna sort of intend to do that, and yeah, just try and like spread a little bit of magical mayhem, which is the way that I think about all of the things that we're doing.
Yeah.
Little magical mayhem. Yeah, I don't know what else is going on. Did we miss
I think
anything
that's
that we were
it.
going to talk about?
Not that I can think of. There's probably something.
There's probably something. Oh, we did tarot pull for 2026, which was fun. We did that last year also for 2025. And then we did it for 2026. And honestly, I enjoyed the experience more this year than last year.
Same.
We both suffer from too many fucking tarot cards.
Yeah.
You significantly less so than me.
No, almost all of mine are packed away. That's the only reason.
But I still think I might have more decks than you.
Yes,
but it's also because I like kickstart like what is this, 4 decks in a thing.
You also have some things that are duplicates, but also again, most of mine are put away. I only have out the 4
true, I do have some things that
I use.
I also have some things that are not tarot.
Yeah,
I have like 3 rune decks, and I got a couple of decks that are just their own thing.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of stuff.
They're like conceptually tarot.
Yeah. They're oracle decks or like exploratory decks.
Yeah.
Again, most of
your stuff's packed away.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You just had space to have a bunch of your stuff out,
Well,
and I don't.
I have more stuff out, but I still have stuff packed away because I was looking for one the other day, and I was just like, don't I own this thing? And couldn't find it, and then I remembered that I have a whole box up above the bed that's
various magical accoutrements.
It's literally a comic book long box full of magical accoutrement that is just up there that I honestly probably should get into at some point in time, and I don't have time or space for.
Yeah.
But
so if you'd like us to share what our year ahead as far as tarot goes, let us know.
Let us know. Yeah, for sure. We may we'll probably do at least one interview in the next year also.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But we want to get back to having regular episodes first before we start doing interview stuff.
Yeah.
We do fairly frequently have people reach out to us to do interviews.
Yeah.
But it is not our intention for this to become an interview podcast.
No.
Although we do very much enjoy interviews. We just want to make sure that we're putting out the content that we want to put out before we start integrating interviews back in.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? We've been seeing we've been recently following several new podcasters, YouTubers who do this, and like we're not prepared to do this right now, but we'll I think that we'll probably inevitably start doing this within the next few episodes, is shouting out other YouTubers in the space. So if you have other magical, witchy, or esoteric, or otherwise, same sort of vibe, YouTubers that you would recommend to us, let us know so we can also follow them and sort of like help grow the entire community. We follow like several like sort of witchy, occult, esoteric, whatever word you want to use, YouTubers, and we enjoy the shit out of their content. And so that's something that I also want to try and start doing, is like shouting out people that we enjoy.
Yeah, and a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I think that we have been in an era, and we're going to continue to see that go forward, where we really need community more than we ever have. Yeah, for sure. So, man, like, it's going to be a weird year, but it's going to be a good year. Look forward to more, as always, deeply fucking weird content from us. And we appreciate you coming along on this weird journey. Whether this is to you guys specifically or into the void, we make this for the pleasure of making it, right? You cast a spell for the pleasure of casting the spell, not for the outcome. And we are glad that you're along for the journey. And like, we look forward to seeing what magic we make in 2026 together to sound, that way. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else for this. Do you have anything else that you can think of? No. Okay, sweet. Yeah, man. Yeah. I guess good luck. Happy 2026.
Happy 2026.
Glad to be here.
Hey guys, we made
glad to have you here.
We made it through 2025, and that shit was
awful.
Fucking weird, dog. Right? It was weird for everybody else. I feel like I went up like 4 steps in the fucking crazy staircase. So yay, I guess, for that or whatever. But look forward to more from us. Either way, I have been John Norgrove. This has been Julie Norgrove. This has been the Horn
and Cauldron Podcast.
Maybe or maybe not Pub Chat Edition. We'll see what I feel like doing when I edit this. It's always a mystery for me as well. Shout out to our patrons. You can join our Patreon if you want. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share, subscribe.
Do all the things.
Various other sundry aspects you need to do this. Various jutsus, digital jutsus to make this shit work. And it's gonna be a fun one. We'll catch you guys next time. Stay magical, folks.
Yeah, and don't forget, breathe in self-confidence and breathe out self-doubt.